Hi, today I'm going to tell you a short story about Ned and Ted. Now, Ned and Ted were two local boys. They were from a small town up near the Berkshires in Massachusetts, and it was the roaring 20s. Now, these two boys, they lived on a farm, didn't make much money, and they had heard that through the audacity of some bunch of women, Prohibition was now part of their lives. And the money was there for anybody that dared to make bootleg. Now, bootleg was illegal liquor, but they had made bathtub gin before. They thought they can make a lot of money. So off they go. They get together, they put the still together, they work for days getting all the ingredients, getting everything ready. They make it, by some miracle, it finishes. They don't blow up the still or themselves, and they're on their way. Well, the problem is that they had to test it. And they tested a little bit longer than they should have that day, to the point where they were quite inebriated. So when they got home, their wives wouldn't let them take the car. Now, what's two guys with all this booze going to do? Well, they came up with a plan. We'll just take the tractor down to the big town down at the bottom of the mountain, and I have a few friends that can tell me who will buy the liquor from us. So they get their tractor and they get a truck, a wagon that they put behind it, and they load all these kegs or barrels full of liquor onto the tractor, and they have like 5. So they have a lot of liquor, and they're already thinking about what they're going to do with the money they're going to make. But not being too bright, these guys are going to go down a steep mountain, drunk, with a tractor that's not meant to pull a wagon that is so overloaded, down a very bumpy dirt road. And things went downhill from there. Unfortunately, they had not tightened everything down, and as they went down the hill toward the town, things started happening inside those kegs. Little by little, they all developed a leak. But no, they had too much to drink, and they were too much partying, and they were sure they were going to make $1 million, and they weren't paying attention. But then comes Sam. He's coming home from the lodge. He's a part-time police officer, and he sees the two guys driving down the road with a tractor, no lights, no nothing. It's pitch dark, and it looks like they might have liquor. Now, this is Prohibition. 1922? No, can't do it. Well, that was fine. He started following, and then he noticed that there was liquid all over the road where they had been. He suspected that it was liquor, and sure enough, it was. Well, meanwhile, the two guys had gone about 20 miles down this big hill, and they decided they were thirsty. Now, what do two drunks not need? More liquor. But They wanted to do that. So they pull over to the side, and that's when they discover they have no liquor left at all. The bone was dry. So as they're standing there and they're arguing with each other about what they're going to do, around the corner comes the police. 90 days later, they were back free.